morning and a warm welcome. I am Pradosh Sharma and you are watching News Flash. Arvind Kejriwal will meet Lieutenant Governor V.K. Saxena on Tuesday to submit his resignation. The AAP party chief, after announcing his plan to step down, held a high-level party meeting to choose an interim CM for the next 5 months. The Forest Department demolished a mazar in Hamirpur district after its illegal construction on forest land sparked tensions between the communities. The local administration swiftly intervened to defuse the crisis. Ahead of the Jammu and Kashmir Assembly elections, the banned Jamaat-e-Islami and Awami Ittehad Party formed a strategic alliance to contest the upcoming polls. Both groups seek to influence the political landscape. India's Ministry of External Affairs condemned Iran's supreme leader for comments on minorities in India, urging Iran to reflect on its own record before making such statements. The remarks were labeled misinformed and unacceptable. After a Nipah virus death, 5 wards in 2 Malappuram panchayats were declared containment zones. Schools, shops and public gatherings have been restricted and strict mark mandates are in place. Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar hailed the Women Reservation Bill as a historic move to empower women by enhancing their role in decision-making and governance. Nof Marwai, Saudi Arabia's first certified yoga instructor, shared her story of overcoming severe health challenges through yoga. Marwai, honored with the Padma Shri, credited yoga for transforming her life. Israeli Ambassador Reuven Azar emphasized India's role in constructing a 100 km metro system in Tel Aviv. Israel hopes to leverage India's experience in infrastructure for cost-effective and high-quality solutions. Protests erupted at Guru Gobind Singh Indraprasth University after a student's suicide. The student, expelled for alleged substance use, jumped from his hostel. The administration has since relieved the hostel warden of his duties. The family of a boy who died in a state-run hospital rejected the government's ₹2 lakh compensation. The family blames hospital negligence for his death during the junior doctors' strike. West Bengal trainee doctors met with CM Mamata Banerjee for over 2 hours, with progress made towards their demand for justice in trainee doctors' murder case and improved healthcare and safety measures. Despite a large-scale operation to catch man-eating wolves, another attack occurred in Bairag, injuring a 10-year-old boy. Authorities are intensifying efforts to track the rogue animals. Karnataka's Dakshina Kannada district witnessed tensions after incidents of stone pelting at 2 places of worship. Quick police intervention prevented further violence, but heavy security has been deployed. After Kejriwal's resignation, Minister Kiran Rijiju apologized to Anna Hazare for the anarchy and corruption in Delhi, sharing an old interview where Hazare criticized Kejriwal's excise policy. China's top security official visited Tibet, urging a crackdown on separatist activists following the US passing a law supporting talks between Beijing and the Dalai Lama. As Myanmar's death toll from Typhoon Yagi climbs to 113, volunteers rush to flood-affected areas. Communication remains limited due to damaged infrastructure, hampering rescue efforts. Ryan Wellesley Ruth, an online personality, faces investigation after his book encouraged Iran to assassinate former US President Trump. Ruth had publicly criticized Trump over the Capitol riots and Iran nuclear deal. That's all for the headlines of the day. For more updates, download the app and keep watching.